Hey everyone, welcome to High Plane Games. My name's Simon and this is Breaking Fast, the breakfast-based racing game for 1 to 8 players, either locally or online. You might be capped at 4 locally, don't quote me on that. The game itself is broken down really into 3 stages. You've got quick race for just one-off races, tournaments for point stuff, like a season, and online where you can battle against other people. Not really tested online, there are people about, but I've struggled with connections and a little bit of lag, so I don't necessarily recommend it with online at the moment. Now what I'm going to do, because I have a very specific complaint about this game, is show you the game where I just play as, let's play as the little orange juice guy. And I'm going to play with just one player, and we'll do it in the kitchen. And we'll go for 60 seconds just so that you can see what the game plays like before it gets manic. So, I'll play as the orange juice guy. We'll be moving constantly to the right, and there is a momentum mechanic in, and you just saw me punch him out the way, to basically try and get as far to the end in 60 seconds as we can. You can do it so that there's a finish line in sight as well, which is all grand. And what you'll see is that he's throwing power-ups at me. I can throw power-ups back at him if I want to, but I'm more concerned about just trying to get away. I'm also collecting stuff for me to be able to boost. And let's just try and avoid that power-up there. And it's actually really quite a relatively simple and nice game to control when things are quiet. Which is what you can see here. You can dive through what's going on, and you can also dive through this power-up that's coming if you're in the lead, which is the equivalent of like the proper turtle that goes on in the world. Every power-up pushes you backwards, and this game is made to make you rage, because the AI know exactly when to chuck a power-up at you to make you drop back from the lead with 5 seconds to go, irreversibly never able to get yourself back in again. So that's my first complaint about the game itself. But the complaint extends to whenever you're going more than one person at a time. So if I now go for a quick race, and let's be Mr. Bowl of Fun, and go for 7 pieces of people playing. Let's do 120 seconds just to show the real carnage. The issue that you have is that as soon as you've got more than a couple of people playing, the amount of power-ups flying back and forth takes over from any amount of traversal in the game whatsoever, and it becomes luck-based. It's not actually skill-based, or it doesn't feel skill-based to me at all. So yeah, I can punch people initially, and then I'll get that as a power-up, and then I'll get them as a power-up, then I've got a power-up coming the other way, and look, I'm back at the start again, even though we've been playing for 15 seconds. And so the frustration essentially begins and continues, and it's not just the AI that have a problem, it's the actual people online playing with this as well. There's just too many power-ups, and so what becomes, or should be, a game about, if you think of like the real traditional races of like Mario Kart and so on and so forth, and oh look, I'm going to get the blue guy again, which pushes you so far back it's unreal. The issue that you've got is because the power-ups are so many and so powerful, there's no balance out of the actual skill of the race. So why would you race? You just end up basically... Oh, I hate that power-up. There's too long in the turnaround of stuff. Sorry, I'm just chucking one rant into another. I want to cry. Oh, for God's sake. My way out of my ice cube. But yeah, as you can see, it is so weighted towards really annoying power-ups. What's the point in actually racing? Because it's not the racing that's important, it's the dodging and chucking of power-ups. And that's how every single race goes. There's no power up off option. There's no way to say how many or little power-ups you want in a race, because there's no options for any of that at all. And so the game becomes extremely quickly a massive exercise in frustration. And as such, I can't recommend it until there's options in that you can tone up and down what this is, because I don't find it fun when it's just... there's no skill. So it's frustrating. So you want to throw the controller at the TV. And it's such a shame, because I love the premise. I love the whole overall aesthetic and the look and the feel. And actually the mechanic of having momentum plays into that kind of traversal endless runner type style of gameplay. But it's utterly ruined with its overuse of weapons. And until there's something that can sort that out, this is a no from me, I'm afraid. But thank you for the developer for sending across a copy to take a look at. I hope you watch these reviews and take some of the feedback on board. The Steam forum for your game suggests that you do. And I'd imagine some other people are probably saying it's a little too weighted on the weapon side to really actually be fun. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. This is High Plane Games. Do stay tuned for a video every single day. Bye for now. Makes me hungry, actually, this game.